Hey guys, and welcome to a special edition of Scrabble Guess the ELO. Today I'll be playing with my good friend and the creator of Scrabble Guess the ELO, Sid Murali, and we're going to be looking at one or two games and, as usual, trying to guess the ratings of our favorite rivals, Player 1 and Player 2, based on their plays. So, as always, Player 1 is first, and the rack is AEHKRRV. So Sid, what are you thinking you would do if this was your opening rack?
I would maybe go with Harker or Haver, but I would also maybe, depending on the day, chicken out of everything on this rack and make a terrible play. But maybe Haver just to not keep that V. What do you think?
Yeah, is Harker good? I don't think Harker is good, to be honest. And either way, I think Haver would be better just to get rid of the V anyway. I don't love the K either, but I prefer the K to the V. I don't think Harker is good. So probably Haver is best, but let's see what they do. And that's what they play, so seems reasonable. It looks like we're only going to have partial racks for Player 2. So Player 1 is annotating this game, so we'll do the best we can with Player 2, but it might be a little harder. Cot is going to come down. I don't think it really matters above or below Haver. I play it below. Player 1, a lot of consonants. I guess just Kex is an option.
Yeah, I don't see anything super good on this rack. Just Kex.
Scores doesn't really give much back. I don't see a good way to set up the X.
Yeah, I don't see anything good going like horizontally either with an overlap or anything like that.
Yeah, Dork is pretty bad now.
Good play.
It seems fine. Player 2 is going to play Vi with QI and Hey, I have to imagine here.
Yes.
And Player 1 draws a blank. Ooh, close to Gardy Lou. That would be a fun 8.
That would be really fun, yeah.
Not going to happen here. It's very hard to play a bingo on this board, and I'm not even seeing one that would play. I guess you could play with Haed, H-A-E-D, if there were a 7.
Would you play something like Dog here or something different? I mean, it's not very inspiring, but...
It's not, but nothing particularly is. I don't think Dog is bad. I was looking at Gloat to the AT to save the D there to try to bingo next turn. Dog scores 6 more points, I think.
Honestly, with that blank, I would love to just shut down lane, like even with the blank, just because it's just so hard to do anything on this board, and maybe you'll draw a bingo with Havers or something.
True.
But
I don't know.
You could also go either way. Yeah.
More aggressive.
This is where we differ on our style. So
definitely Sid and I do have some stylistic differences. Yeah, I think I would go with Gloat here and try to be aggressive and bingo. Not that I think Dog is a bad play, but I feel like I would play Gloat. Player 1 goes with Dog. Maybe this is you, Sid.
Maybe this is me.
Maybe. We'll see.
I don't recognize this game, so...
We'll see. So Player 2 looks like they're going to play Leary through the R and Haver. It's probably a good play. Dumping some eyes.
For sure.
Player 1 has drawn the J. Almost journal, but not quite. Where are they playing this J?
I don't see anywhere to play this J. Maybe they'll...
there's J-O and L-O for 11, which
that
is
looks
just
so bad.
Horrible. That looks so bad. Would you trade here?
It's close. I mean, like, maybe something...
L-O-R?
No, it's not like L-O-R or... Not Loon. I think that's just...
No,
too much. Giving up.
I like keeping at least one value. Yeah, I guess LOR is probably worth it. It doesn't give much back. And maybe Player 2 will open a spot for the J. I mean, I think it's just barely worth it over trading. I wouldn't mind trading like JLO here either. I mean, I don't think it's a terrible play. And you do set up the O hook, I guess. It looks so bad. I mean, playing JO for 11, keeping Lauren blank. I mean, especially with LOR value, it's probably not that bad, to be honest. It's just a very tough play to stomach.
Yeah, for sure.
Player 2 is going to play Jiber, and Player 1 is surely going to be bingoing here, right? Yeah, Leporine, Turpinol, Pelorian. There's plenty of options through the E. Panbroil through the B is fun, but clearly worse.
Is pornally a word?
No,
I don't think it is.
It's not. No, definitely
I always get
not.
confused with those IOY words.
Yeah, no, the IOY words are very confusing. I am quite confident in saying that is not one of them. Cornily is good, because that's an anagram of Lyricon.
Okay.
And Hornily as well. But, yeah, Pelori, I think, I wouldn't play Turpinol because of the S hook, because it stops one below the double. Any of the other ones seem fine. Rope line.
Rope line.
Oh boy. Okay, so
fantastic.
We generally had been thinking these players were playing quite well. I mean, really no clear mistakes to speak of. A few questionable plays, and now player 1 plays a phony top 1,000 probability 8, which has a valid anagram, and it looks like he's going to get away with it. So
that's
everything
amazing.
has just changed in a second here, guys. Wow. Once again, the valid bingo is leporine, Leporine, which would have played, and it's an adjective, so it doesn't even take an S. And, ropeline, it doesn't take an S because it's a phony, but I guess if it were a word, it would take an S. But, wow, okay. So, player 2, I guess, just going to play kite, and player 1, I don't think there's a bingo here, right?
No. Doesn't seem like it.
So, I guess...
Corona, but that opens an E hook. Core.
I was looking at
a word.
That's a
word.
word.
That is a word.
Yeah,
I get it.
That is a word. I was looking at that. It takes an S hook, but it's not super dangerous.
I mean, that's probably just going to be overlap before the S hook is taken.
Right? I think so too. Yeah. So once again, guys, we're looking at Core on row 2 here through the R in the phony bingo of rope line. Scores 26 points. Putting the C there is very defensive because there's no 2s with the C. So. Seems like a reasonable option. Let's see what they do. And wow, Cornea, extremely aggressive play. Probably the best on equity. We weren't even really considering it. I mean, I don't really think there's much merit to doing that over Core for just 2 more points. And Sid, I certainly am quite confident you would not make that play.
Mac, would you make that play when you were 11 or 12?
Maybe when I was 11 or 12 I would have made it. I used to be much more aggressive and equity driven, but... yeah, no, definitely. I think me and any of the last 10 years or so would not make that play. Yeah. But yeah, so maybe this game was me from when I was 11 or 12. Although I think when I was 11 or 12, I would not have played rope line.
And then you wouldn't have got punished for it because your opponent
that's true. Now they do. It looks like gonna play. They're gonna play 10-8, which is a nice find, getting rid of some vowels and scoring 20 points. Mm-hmm. Player 1. Wow, Factures was blocked as a triple, but now there's Factures through the A and 10-A. Yeah. Do you think they find it? I
think they will, but maybe they miss it. Maybe they play Farce or something.
Yeah, let's see. And Calf comes down. Wow, so, I mean, keeps a good... Obviously, bingoing with Factures is far and away the best play, but if you miss the bingo... I mean, it's a good leave, but there's just not a ton of places to bingo on this board.
I don't really like that either. When you have that lead, like... Why not just play Farce or something, even if you miss the bingo? Like, you don't need to keep a perfect leave.
Exactly.
And Farce just scores so many points.
I definitely agree. So another sizable mistake by player 1. And, well, player 1 has made multiple mistakes. And I guess player 2 has also, just by letting go rope line. So, let's see. Player 2, they play Guano through the... I don't know if I like that play. I mean, really blocking the board down when you're at a deficit. Hard to know exactly, not knowing what they have, but it doesn't seem like a positionally good play.
Yeah, I mean that S hook is really easy to get blocked, or will really easily get blocked. It's not really a great lane. You're closing down 8 lanes, but we'll see what they're.
And it's too bad that Trusted and Rope Lines was blocked. It would have been interesting to see if that was going to get played.
I would have loved to see that.
Yeah, I would probably just play Rutted on the right over here. And score reasonably well. It does give back a lot of floaters though to bingo too. So I don't know. Would you take the points for Reddit, or would you play something a bit shorter here?
Am I crazy for saying I might play turds and guanos? I think Mac would probably call me pretty crazy for that, but I think it could
on this
be
board.
A good play,
it's honestly, I think on this board there's like, if you play over there, like where is player 2 bingoing? It's extremely hard to bingo after that. I mean,
you could play just cat and mouse for the rest of the game.
Yeah. I guess the question is, like, are you up enough? You probably are. I mean, you're up about 70 points after that. There are scoring tiles, like the Z and stuff, but why are you going to even really use them? As much as I normally hate sacrificing that much equity, I don't think that's a crazy idea in this position. Let's see what player 1 does. And they go with Rutted. So
I don't blame them. Like,
yeah, it's a tough
so
play
hard
to make.
Even, like, not even just consider turds, but just, like, process it in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, you're scoring less points, and you're getting rid of the S. Now, it's also worth mentioning there are no S's have been played, so the S's are not that valuable. You are pretty likely to get another.
Oh, yeah, I did not notice that. Maybe.
So that is another argument in favor of turds. Player 2 looks like they drew some more vowels. We're going to play meow or moo, I assume. And player 1 has drawn, now Siennas is the valid bingo here. Not Insanes.
Not Insane. I've definitely played Insanes before.
I've definitely seen it played and stayed on the board. So let's see. Let's see what player 1 does. And they do find Siennas. Nice play. And not playing it with moos, probably smartly so, to not give back the triple. So
good play.
Player 1 taking now a fairly commanding lead. And it looks like player 2 is just going to play off A or Ya somewhere. They play any for 22. I like that decision, though, over not playing Ya on the bottom right, which would have been one more point.
That's kind of an insta-loss at that point.
Yeah, because you don't have a lot of bingo lines, and really the D is your last
and
hope.
Just moves as well. Just kills that.
True, that's true as well, yeah, with all the S's unseen. Yeah, now player 1 should probably just try to block the bottom right one way or another and pretty much take control of this game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying anything super good, like Wiz and We, like that could just give up freak plays for that Z. It's not my favorite, but maybe I don't see
anything with F, like putting the F in between.
We want to see what they do here.
Yeah, let's see what they end up going with.
Oh,
that's a good play.
Neither of us saw that.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking of playing to the D, actually. I was only thinking of playing next to the D. No, very good play.
I mean, it gives up that lane above it, but it's really not that bad.
No, because that lane, it's not that hard to hit, right? We're referring to the 14th row here, but it's not going to score very much. And not only that, it's also going to give back a lot of counterplay on the bottom row. So,
and also, more importantly, player 2 is going to need a bingo more than once at that point.
Absolutely.
So Wizard kind of makes sure that only one bingo will go down on the board, I think.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like player 2 is anywhere close to bingoing. They draw their third and, in theory, final G of this game, I think. Playing,
probably why they lost.
Or actually, no, I guess player 1 got the first G with Dog.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, player 2 would be Gat over there, sort of opening more space, but not really. It doesn't actually open a new bingo line. There's only 6 spots on the board to play parallel to it. And yeah, I mean, player 1 now basically just needs to, like, not open a triple-triple. I see a cool play of Flower, making 5 overlaps under here.
Very pretty.
Flower or Fluor, which, blocks the bottom, keeps PS. Certainly something like Prof, PROF down the F column over here is quite reasonable, too. Like I said, player 1, just as long as they don't do anything crazy, open up a triple-triple, this should be an easy win. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
And then player 2 going to play Yaw or Waste somewhere? Not seeing a great spot for it.
Like Waney, or that doesn't.
Yeah,
right.
What is Yawp? Maybe Yawp. Probably play Yawp to the P.
Right.
And player 1 now. Once again, just no need to open anything. Oh, there's only 2 left. The pool is pretty weak. It's DDHILMNT blank. So probably no bingos left with only 1 vowel. I don't know for spread if it's worth trying to fish here. Possibly. But probably no need.
Yeah, just maybe it depends on the game or tournament situation.
Yeah, that's true. Just play like us somewhere maybe. Either
I would personally go with trying to hold my opponent under 275, but I don't know if that's possible.
It might be, especially if you draw the blank or the I. So let's see what they do.
Ooh.
Just Yops. Is that bingo very much, though? I mean...
Maybe just for, like, timing or something? I don't know.
Maybe. Not wanting to empty the bag, probably. I mean, it's not crazy, especially if you don't really care about spread and you're just afraid of some sort of freak-out bingo. Clearly, I don't think they're necessarily fishing for anything. Probably only hits with a blank, but with 2 in the bag, then unless you just play off 1 tile, you're emptying. And player 2 going with Ha, desperately trying to set up a bingo, which they're not going to get. They don't even have any hooks for it other than the blank. And player 1 now... you can just do anything with Aha.
Do anything.
Alone.
Do you think any valid play wins? I'm curious if they could have a triple-triple.
DDILMT blank. I don't think so.
So like any play wins? I
think any play wins. Yeah. Olney is certainly a play that wins. Very solid. Player 2 plays mild, and then player 1 is going to go out and win 416 to 268. So rough game for player 2 there. And it's hard to... look past rope line. That was definitely the moment that stands out the most, I feel like, from this game. So player 1, it was played rope line. Player 2 let it go. And then player 1 also missed factures on the, I think it was 2 turns later. Otherwise, I thought, I mean, it's hard to know for sure with player 2. I thought it was a pretty good game by player 1 aside from those 2 plays. Do you remember any other clear mistakes?
No, I just also thought that cornea play was interesting.
Oh, true. That was very
I thought
aggressive.
It could have been Mac at a young age, but I don't think that he would play or allow rope line. So
yeah, I'd like to think not.
But yeah, I don't think it's Mac in any case.
No, I don't remember this game at all either. So I don't know. I guess I can go first with my guess.
Yeah.
It's hard to know with player 2 because obviously we don't know their full racks. They did let rope line go. That's probably the best info we have. And generally the players are fairly close in skill level. So I'm going to say it's funny because like player 1 played a pretty sound game strategically and just rope line. It's so high prob and there's no reason to phony there. You don't gain anything by phoning instead of just playing leopard.
They could have thought it was new or added or something like that. Is
maybe
there line words added? But maybe there was.
I don't know.
But they could have just thought it was a word. So.
I'm going to say player 1 is rated 1740, and player 2 is rated. Do I think they're better or worse? Probably slightly worse. I'll say 1740 for player 1, 1710 for player 2.
All right, I'm going to go with something different. I feel like there are intermediate players who play in Division 1. It could just be someone like that. They didn't end up scoring a lot, but just for fun, I'm going to say player 1 is 1735 and player 2 is 1502.
Oh, wow. Interesting. So we're basically going with the same for player 1, just 5 points apart. But player 2, I'm going with 17 and Sid going with 1502. So big difference. And let's see. Drum roll. All right. Sid definitely wins this one. Nice job, Sid. Yeah, player 1, 1696. So we were both a little high on player 1, but not terribly high. And player 2 was 1547. So Sid was only off by 45 points. I was off by 163. So clear victory for Sid there. Well done, Sid. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that video and got a kick out of it. And of course, major thanks to Sid for joining in the video and for creating this awesome website. So yeah, I think that's it for this one, guys. Thanks as always for tuning in. And I will hopefully be bringing you some more Guess the ELO back with maybe some other special guests as well. I really enjoy making these. And let me know if you guys want more of these, or if there's anyone specific you'd like to see on these, and I will do my best to make it happen. So thanks again, guys, for watching. Thanks again, Sid, for joining, and I'll see you soon. Have a good one. Bye-bye.